And in a way, I think that a person who is making a video like this, again, a video we've all seen before in one way or another, is actually consuming the art more correctly than I am. If there is a correct way to consume art, I would argue they're consuming it more correctly, right? Because, first of all, I wanted to just give a little clarification on one side of this, right? Me saying I don't form a unique perspective on a lot of things I view. That's something that's incidentally happened, not so much because I create art, because I made a conscious effort to stop critiquing art, right? I used to, for those of you that don't know, I used to run a YouTube channel years and years ago where I only ever critiqued art. It was a full art criticism channel, right? And on this channel was hundreds of videos of me going in depth and doing things, right? The second, though, I sat down and I tried to actually create my own piece of art, I threw all that out the window. I was like, okay, it felt like it was like an aha moment of like, okay, you know, if you're going to sit from a critic's perspective, you'll never actually make anything good. That's how I felt at the time. Still feel that way, 100%. I think that if you're an artist, maybe you can even relate to this, that creating art and critiquing art are almost two antithetical processes, right? And I think, this isn't a legitimate theory of mine, but I would not disagree with the statement that the better you are at one, the worse you're going to be at another, right? So that's why that exists on the one hand, right? I think I should clarify that because I think it could come off as a really strange statement otherwise. On the other hand, though, I think the reason I say this person is more correct than me, despite me disagreeing with their takes and despite me being able to maybe, prove through a nuts and bolts perspective that their take is perhaps wrong, is because I don't think that art, we've discussed before, does art have an inherent meaning? Does art need to have a meaning? And I'm willing to entertain the idea that maybe art doesn't have meaning at all. Maybe there is actually no way on a functional basis for art to truly have an inherent meaning, but rather what art's meaning is not within the painting, but within ourselves, right? This is not a revolutionary perspective at all. We've all seen stuff like this before. We've all heard takes like this, that maybe the meaning in a piece of art is not what the artist says it is, or not what the symbolism dissects it to be, but rather the gut reaction you have when you feel it. The insights you gather into your own life looking at a piece of art, right? The ideas that you come out with after looking at something versus what those ideas might be for somebody else. That is the meaning. The meaning is in the experience, the knowledge gained through an unconscious meditation the artist takes.